Hello everybody, and welcome to a quick look, a series where I take you through some things that I've been getting into recently, whether they be music, video games, movies, or anything else in 5 minutes or less. Today's video is on Fallout 4. Let's get the story out of the way. You are the sole survivor, real name Nate or Nora, depending on who you choose. After your spouse is killed and your baby stolen from you, you must set out into the nuclear warfare ruined area of Boston, Massachusetts, find the men who took your son, and unravel the mystery of the Institute. With the story out of the way, let's take a quick look at Fallout 4. First up is the good, what I liked about it. The companions in this game, such as Nick Valentine, Piper, Paladin Danse, Kate, Codsworth, and everyone else, they're really great. I love the way you can interact with them, the way you can talk to them and get their thoughts about a specific issue, a specific area, a specific quest you just did, or just, asking how they're doing. I think it's a big improvement from just giving them general commands or learning a little bit of history about them, like the way you did in Fallout New Vegas. Next thing I like was the crafting system and all the weapons. The weapon progression I feel like is perfect. You get your 10mm pistol, you can get some pipe pistols that don't really do much damage until you get the heavier stuff, and then you realize, this isn't really packing the punch I need. That's when you're introduced to the crafting system where you can upgrade things, change a specific thing about a gun you don't like, whether it be adding a scope, adding a grip for better accuracy, adding a better stock for more ammo, or just adding things that increase your damage, or giving you a little melee attack like when you add a rapier to the end of your weapon. Next thing I like was the music, both the radio and in-game. I think it was pretty good. When I came out of the vault and the music was like blaring and just emptiness when I was walking around the town, before I turned that off and switched to the radio, I knew, wow, I'm not going to play with the music on, but it was really great, and I can tell they put a lot of effort. And that first hour or two when the music is playing, it was really great. I think the music selection for the radio was fantastic. Sure, a lot of them are ripped straight from Fallout 3, but I still think the selection of tracks in this game is awesome, and I even put some of them on my Spotify when I drive around in the car, or am I just working on videos? I like to blast this game's soundtrack. Next thing I like was the main aspect of this game, saving your son. I cared about saving Sean, to the point where I was actually invested in the sole survivor's character and his adventure. I really wanted to save my baby. I was invested in the story. I wanted to find the guy who did it. I wanted to talk to him. I wanted to figure out why he did it, kill him if I had to, and bring him back and restore my happy family. That's because I found that the world is very interesting. I have never been to the East Coast. I've never been to Boston, but as someone who is actually a U.S. history major, the idea of walking around such a historical state, even after all the nuclear war, was very interesting. I was invested. But now it's time to talk about the bad. The world I just complimented, but I find it's very boring from a player perspective. It's really just a playground for shooting things, and I don't think they do it very well. All RPG elements, such as your speech, your karma, all aspects of role-playing are completely gone. You cannot roleplay in this game because it forces you to do the main story. There is no point in upgrading your speech because every conversation leads to the character saying yes, whether it's yes in orange, yes in green, or yes in red. There's no point in upgrading things such as speech, guns, explosives, perception. There's no point in upgrading any of that because you cannot roleplay in this game, and I find that to be very annoying considering that this is a role-playing shooter game. Next up, the game does not have a real ending, and that really irritates me because all the other games had an ending. You blow up the Institute and it's just, okay, here's like a short little cutscene, that's it. The game doesn't have a real ending, and it doesn't feel very fulfilling at all. That's because I find that the solution to every quest is killing. You have to kill Kellogg. You have to kill Eddie Winters. You have to kill! You can't just talk people out of it. You can't do things like you could in New Vegas or in Fallout 3, where you can talk your way out of things or manipulate it in a way that is favorable to everyone. You have to kill people because Bethesda really wanted to emphasize the gunplay, and they're going to make sure that you enjoy it. Last thing up, I find the game is not very fun unless you cheat. The poorly implemented base building system is terrible. Having to scrounge for materials is annoying, not fun, bogs down the pace, so I find that activating a cheat code and giving yourself infinite resources, only then is when it starts being fun, and even then you have to change the boundaries and how much a specific base can carry. I don't think it's very fun. Running out of ammo is not very fun. Running out of building materials is not very fun because then you have to scrounge out all around the world because you can't just buy this stuff, and even then it's a limited supply, and it just really bogs everything down, and I don't find it to be fun. But hey, we're almost out of time, so it's time for a lightning round of things I didn't like. Normally I like to change it to 5 good things and 5 bad things, but this game really irked me, so lightning round of things I didn't like. The DLC is boring, not exciting, and comes out of nowhere because they aren't all segregated like in New Vegas. Time does not stop in conversations anymore, leading you to getting interrupted or getting killed. when I was doing the cutscene with Paladin Danse, I got interrupted by those stupid robots from the Mechanist DLC. They interrupted him, they killed Paladin Danse, like they knocked him down, and then I had to restart the entire dialogue over again. I hate the Minutemen. Finally, I find the writing to be totally pretentious, and I hate it. Oh, the Institute is bad. Then you meet the Institute. Oh, you have to feel bad for them because your son is the leader of the Institute. And if you hate the Institute, that means you hate your son. It's pretentious. It's annoying. And the Institute says that they are the future of humanity, but all they do is kidnap people and turn them into synths, and they never explain why. All they do is mess with people, and I hate it. The game's writing, I hate it. It's not very good. But with that lightning round over, thank you for tuning in to this episode of A Quick Look. On the next episode, I'm going to be taking a look at Sonic Adventure. Thank you for watching, and leave a comment down below on what you want me to take a quick look at in the next episode. This episode of A Quick Look was brought to you by amazingly handsome and beautiful patrons, such as Head Punch. Supporting the show starts as low as $1, so thank you for supporting me and helping this show stay alive.